I'll show you two clips from a post that someone tagged me in. I think it's a crucial discussion and debate that's going to be coming up that we need to be prepared for.
I can't stay silent about this anymore. I was a very healthy kid, and in 2020, that time frame, something happened and my body never recovered. My body has been fighting it, and I've watched my body fall apart before my eyes. I've went to every single doctor. They'll give me all these different diseases, and deep down I know I don't have lupus. I don't have chronic fatigue syndrome. I don't have these things. There are so many people out here who have been injured.
The CDC, government, and institutions, businesses, they're all going to say everything is normal, there's nothing to see here. And there's going to be two groups of people saying, hey, everyone is sick and not doing well, but they're going to blame it on two different things. What this video is doing, I think, is blaming people being sick, not feeling well, having new autoimmune conditions, new lingering heart problems, a laundry list of issues. They're going to blame it on the vaccine because that's the only explanation that they see. They go, oh, everyone got vaccinated, it must be that. Now, we know that most of the symptoms they're pointing to are COVID symptoms or long COVID symptoms, things like heart palpitations, fatigue. This creator had an earlier post. If you look at the list of things here, these are almost all long COVID symptoms. A really telltale one here is sensitive teeth on the bottom right. Teeth issues are a big problem with COVID and long COVID because your teeth are fed by tons of very small blood vessels, and COVID being a blood vessel disease, it's really, really bad for teeth. Yeah, dizziness, tingling, that's often autonomic issues, very common with COVID. So the point is that the narrative that nothing is wrong is false. The truth is that COVID and long COVID are causing these symptoms for millions, tens of millions of people, maybe even hundreds of millions around the world. And no one wants to acknowledge it because it's scary, and it would mean that public health failed us. It would mean that people infected their kids and their family members and that they've just messed up these prior few years. And no one wants to admit that. We have to find a way over that and around that. But we can't accept the mainstream narrative that everything is fine, and we can't accept that the vaccine is causing all these problems. Vaccine injuries happen. They are very rare. For example, myocarditis is an issue people bring up. It's very, very rare. We're talking about 1 in 10,000 people, or maybe 3 in 10,000 for high risk. Another thing you'll hear often is people say, I got the vaccine, and a month or two later, XYZ started to happen. Almost all vaccine injuries occur within hours or days of getting the vaccine. So if someone tells you they had a vaccine injury and it was more than 5 days from that vaccination, it's probably not a vaccine injury. It's still possible. I've had about 6 vaccine doses. I'm doing great. I don't have that laundry list of symptoms. I've been very lucky to be able to avoid COVID. As far as I know, I may have gotten it once or twice, but I have no confirmed COVID positives. Now compare that to people that have had COVID 6 times. I think the people with 6 vaccines are doing much better than the people with 6 COVID cases. So I'll probably do a video on this at some point, but look up Andrew Wakefield. He was the person who basically invented the anti-vax movement, and he did it for personal profit. He lost his medical license. He falsified academic studies. So that is the basis of this anti-vax entire movement, is on falsehoods, grift. So it's important to know the history and know where it comes from, and when people are espousing this stuff, point it out. Say, like, you know where all this anti-vax stuff comes from. It's all bullshit.